Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Joey Sparks. That's 2 E's, no Y. You heard me. 2 E's, no Y, and
Danny Mac back to react.
And today we're going to have Danny Mac react for the very first time to the Money Game Retake by Black Pegasus.
Retake?
You heard me correct. Ren was doing retakes of other people's music. Well, now someone's doing a retake of his music.
So he done kind of leveled up. He went from the retaker to the
retakes. Yo, man, that just happened. If you're ready for Danny Mac to react to the Money Game Retake, then let me know. But first, I gotta play.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored.
Give me a high five.
All right,
guys.
Print. Beautiful guys. Dynamite.
Coffee sip. Don't you fit? It's the two H brothers and they bout to sit. Talk shit, get up and do they dance. Trying to keep you watching all in a trance. Yeah, bang. Yes, that freestyle was in the moment, off the dome by yours truly.
One of your better ones. I like it.
Champion. First things first, before we get started, let me pull this up and ask you guys to do me one thing. Well, a couple things. Like, comment on all the content, preferably as soon as it comes out. It helps me. I appreciate you. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Music videographer by trade. That's the POV that I react to, okay? I also do reviews, unboxings, and interviews, so hit the sub button. Join the Discord by following the link in the description now. Danny Mac.
Yes.
My man. Okay, so you know my man, Black Pegasus, right?
Right.
Okay. So he hit me one day and he was like, bro, wait till I tell you this. I was like, what? Tell me what? He's like, tell you this. I just did a Money Game remix or retake. I said, nah, shit. And he said, and mixed by Blitz, his studio engineer, Mixed by Blitz. Shout out to Mixed by Blitz.
Okay, all right.
And he was like, wait till I send it to you. I want to do, and then instantly he was like, I want to do a video. And instantly I knew in that moment, he's going to get compared to Ren and I'm going to get posted up against the super uber talented Samuel Perry Falvey.
Okay.
Like it's gonna happen to where he like people are gonna be judging how I did on this too. And so I was like, oh man, I'm scared, right?
Okay, right.
So anyways, Black Pegasus came through and he hit me up and this is what we came up with.
All right, well, let's check it out.
All right.
Some people live for it, some people die for it. Some people go to work, some inspire for it. Some people go to war, some fight fires for it. Some people become liars, only desire for it. How many people get hired, even admired for it? Some people commit crimes, felonies, prize for it. Heart full of greed, some conspire for it. Giving back to the poor, some provide for it. Some of my favorite rappers wrote a rhyme for it. Some people stop bad habits, snorting lines for it. Some people innovated, changed the times for it. Some made propaganda, programmed your mind for it. Running in place, spending your time for it. So complex, are we designed for it? It's all debt, we on the grind for it.
We're all part of this old money.
Yo, I've been working 30 years of my life. I don't mind the work, but the taxes is trife. As an American, I'm proud, but I'm embarrassed when I find out I'm funding wars these people perishing. Bury men in the soil we see.
Oh, facts. You know, funding wars. You know,
Right.
that people perish for it. You know,
Right.
It's
Yeah.
facts.
No, yeah, he been spitting facts.
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved his angle on this. The looking of like where all these people play a part in the money game.
Yeah. No. His flow throughout this whole thing is on point, and I do like the spin he's putting on it. You know what
Right.
I mean,
It-
and I'm digging the video too. You
I know a guy who did
And,
that.
well,
What?
it looks like you guys had to do all these different takes, different outfits, and then splice them together.
And I had to continue to rope him in that mask It was just weird. It was just weird, man. All
I
day,
mean, I ain't
just
never roped somebody in a mask, so I can.
I don't know how to hog tie people. the R. Kelly shit. They said I hog tie. I don't know how to hog tie people.
Right, I couldn't be guilty of that.
Yeah, that ain't even my MO. All right, yo, his politician look is crazy.
Yeah, no, that's
Come over. All right, let's go.
I don't mind the work, but the taxes is trife. As an American, I'm proud, but I'm embarrassed when I find out I'm funding wars these people perishing. Bury men in the soil we see terror in. Do we want freedom, money, oil, or heroin? I could go on for days about governments and corruption. Freedom, disruption, weapons and mass destruction. Cash rules everything around me, including science. It's astounding. The New World Alliance, political giants, pharmaceutical tyrants, corporations using money manipulate guidance. But for every negative, the positive, humongous. Matter of fact, our world's never seen so much abundance. So I don't hate or love money. It's just a tool to build or destroy. That decision is up to you.
We're all part of this whole
I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. We do this every day about the same time. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. We do this every day about the same time. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. We do this every day about the same time. I got my mind on my money on my mind. We do this every day about the same time.
That was really good. You know, you on point as always.
Dang,
You know, I liked it when you brought in the piano behind. When that kicked in. That was dope.
Thank you.
Your lighting and the colors are all super
Where
sharp.
they need
You
to
know,
be.
I don't know how
Thank
to
you,
describe
man.
it very well, but
No, you
I can
good.
peep it. His execution,
But I
of
could peep it. Sorry, but I could peep it. His execution.
his execution of the concept was really great. You know, on another video we were talking about writing within the structure of a song. I mean, that can be done both in the structure of the song, but also the concept of the song. You know, he did a really good job at that. You know, coming up with the concept and executing it. So I'm impressed by that too. Yeah, that was really.
Shout out to Mixed by Blitz. That little hint of him singing in there. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. So Black Pegasus came to me and he was like, "Okay, remember that one parking garage we filmed in that one time?" I was like, "Yup." He's like, "I want to do it there." And initially he was like, "I want to be standing at a mic, and then I just want to do it in front of different outfits, and you just switch in between the outfits." That's all he gave me. And so then I literally, and he was like, "Of course I want to start with like a mask on my head, like the mask." And so I was like, "All right, cool." Well, the day of, he was like, "I don't have a mic or mic stand," and I was like, "Well, we can use a chair."
Right.
And then when it comes to the second verse, have you walk. And I was like, "You could walk over to something on the ground." I almost want to say like a $1 bill or something. He was like, "Boom, I've got the Money Game 3 money that was used to promote. So we could put a little pile of that." And I was like, and in my head, I knew to start off just how they started with the rope. When Ren did the very first one, I was just going to pan right on up to his face.
Right.
And then when I did that, I just knew it needed more than just him switching in outfits. It was going to get boring. So then I was like, at the end, if he lets me shoot him in green screen, I'll shoot him nodding his head and do that triangle shot,
okay,
right?
So
that was me.
That was all you, okay.
And then he was like, "Yeah, I trust you." He's like, "I don't totally see it yet, but I trust you. Thank you." Shout out to P. And then he also, so then when I get into editing, the other things I added was the images of the Money Game 3 behind him. I started to add a few shots of those because I was like, it doesn't feel like it's paying enough homage. The mask, cool, but I was like, I need to put me on it. What do? Multi-layered effects. So I was like, I can do this and make it opaque on the wall and shit like that. Right. And then when I did the heads bobbing, I was like, it's too long of a bracket of music that I can't just have it like this. And so I was like, what if I went one by one with the heads and then nod? And then I was like, yo, what if I put their heads in the $1 bill?
Okay.
And so then that's where I came up with that portion right there. Oh, also shout out to P, because he also said after we were done filming, he was like, right before the song starts, right before the beat kicks in, switch it between all of our outfits.
Okay.
Like, and then hit right there. And so I'm like super proud of whatever I was put together. And then Ren commented down there. It's probably pinned. Let's see. I said, let's go. Oh, Ren makes music. Loved it.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. That's yeah, that's a nice validation, right? The person you
Paying
retaking,
homage to. Right.
you know,
It was like, you did us right. Yeah, and I felt we were just not trying to be corny and do like that copy shit. You know what I mean? I wanted to be able to be like,
because it was still its own song too. At the end of the
Right.
day, like it didn't just follow what Ren did; it paid homage to it.
right.
But it was
yeah.
still its own thing.
Right, P's own spin on how he looks at the money game, like what he said at the end. I think you really related to is like, I look at it as just a tool. Whether you build or destroy, that's up to you.
Right.
Right. That's how I was from the very first time I heard the money or the money game. I was like, yes, but I also play with it. Like I need it too. And then later on, I realized Ren's not saying that he's above the money game or he's not part of it.
Well,
too.
he's just pointing out the realities.
Yeah,
of it, you know what I mean?
exactly.
And how it can go bad.
How it can go bad fast.
Right.
Swallow. I don't know why. What's in my mind?
Yeah. Why?
Oh,
don't even
TD
know where
Jake
that
was
came from.
hilarious. Yo, if you enjoyed any part of that reaction, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button for me, okay? Also, comment down below. What's your favorite money game part? Part 1, 2, or 3? Not our retake. Parts 1 from Ren, part 2 from Ren, or part 3. You tell me your favorite in the comment. That way I know you got to the end of the reaction, right? And then also I might even be able to respond and we can discuss why it's your favorite down there, okay? Do something nice for somebody. Like the video on the way out, and I'll holla. Peace.